I have the other ones available in there, but.
So, Luke, what are you drinking today? Coca-Cola.
Morning on the way to the gym and set my ukulele on top of the car and then drove off down the road.
I made a bow after that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Yo! I learned my lessons from last time. What a welcome, thank you. I drink the most fruity drink imaginable.
It's laundry day.
It's laundry day.
So you always wear hats with laundry day?
I'm here to give you a favor, James. I just say, believe it.
So how did you two meet?
Well, there's these places in San Francisco. I think they're called bathhouses.
Is that one of those things where everyone wants to focus on like the big events that happen, but day to day, what we're doing is we're on like one of our draw streams, smoking weed, making comics. It's chill. It's so much fun, and like
Yes. Man, I'm not a YouTuber. I do this because I want to sell comic. It is true. It is true, guys. Woo! Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It is the first episode of A Drink with Brink of the new year. So, 2024. Exciting stuff. We have, as you could see, we had a brand new opening, intro. Good stuff. Thank you very much for making it for us. Excellent work. So yes, so wow. Okay, so first off, my intro. Welcome everyone to A Drink with Brink, where I talk with other indie creators about their lives and their hopes and their dreams, but also their books and their campaigns, because I'm kind of done with the mainstream. Mainstream kind of sucks, and indie is where the passion is, guys. So yes, okay, so I've been a bit busy because I want to show you guys something. Look at this. It is Perfect 10 issue 4. It is printed. It is here. I've been busy preparing shipments for Critical Blast. Everything goes out. We have this one, by the way. We have the second cover, cover B. Look at this beauty. Holy shit. And the quality is phenomenal, guys. It's phenomenal. It looks so good. Look at this. Look at this art. Look at the colors. Look at the transitioning between these pages. It's flawless. It's flawless, guys. And we have cover 3, cover C, which is a rare cover. Only 100 have been printed of this cover. So yeah. And the campaign is still active right now, but I'm making preparations to ship everything in bulk. So get it while you can. Okay, let's see who is in the chat with us today. We have some people here. Excellent. We have Mike. Mike is here. Mike is first drink of 2024. That's it. Nice new intro, Dave, and I wish you and another successful year of these entertaining streams. Cheers. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you for being here with us. Always cool to see you. And we have Jolly Green. Also, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday to you also. Jolly Green, welcome, sir. Amanda B. Amanda B is here. Hello, Amanda B. How are you doing on this Sunday? And Mike says, can't wait for this book. I can't wait for you to get the book, Mike. We are still waiting for the art books to come in. So as I promised, everyone with a physical order gets a free art book, and that book is not done yet. It will be, I think it will be done Friday. So the printer will deliver it Friday, and then I can ship those to Critical Blast also. Ryu Arts, welcome Ryu, welcome. How are you today? And we have Miss Duran in the chat also. Missy Duran, welcome Missy Duran, nice to see you. And we're also live on Rumble today. So this year I'm trying to level up. Guys. So we're now YouTube plus Rumble. I will learn, guys. Welcome Mark Pengrin. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. You're all here, not for me, but for the guest. So a returning guest. And what better guest to start this year with, the first guest of the year. So let's just do this, guys. Let's bring him on. Let me have a very warm welcome for Mr. Mark Poulton.
Hey.
Woo! There he is. Hi, Mark.
Hi. Thanks for having me, man. I love the new intro, by the way.
Yes. You recognize yourself?
Yeah. I was happy to see I made the cut.
Yeah. This is the 108th episode, so we had a lot of material to pick from, and you made it, man.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Congratulations.
I'm honored. Thank you.
How have you been, Mark?
Been good. Been busy. I just finished fulfilling my Coney Waves campaign. Then I flew out to Michigan to sign Graveyard Shift books, and now I'm getting ready to fulfill Writhe in Pain. So it's been a busy time.
Writhe in Pain. You know, I always wondered how you were supposed to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Writhe and Pain. That's the way you say it, right? Does it mean something? Writhe in Pain?
So in the book, so I guess the phrase in English is writhe in pain. You're writhing in pain because the pain is so unbearable. For this, it's the name of our main characters in the book. Writhe is the teenage witch, and Pain is her father, who's a detective Payne, and their family name is Payne, spelled Payne. So, little play on words.
Yes, I thought something like that. Okay, before I forget, I can't forget this on the first stream. So I need to ask you, Mark, what are you drinking?
Nothing exciting. I'm drinking a Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Amanda says, I think there was a boo in that crowd. No, says Mike, there was a woo. And people remember you as a professional wrestler enthusiast. It's true, right? You love
Oh,
wrestling.
yeah.
So
yeah, we'll get into that with US Assassin.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Do you travel to wrestling matches also?
Yeah. I've traveled all over for like different wrestling events. Because I've made a lot of books over the years with different pro wrestlers. And one time I got to go out to, I'm based in New Jersey. I got to go out to Las Vegas for a signing because at the time I was working with a wrestler who wrestled for TNA Wrestling, and they were filming their show out in Vegas. So the wrestler I was working with, we did a book signing out at a Barnes & Noble in Vegas. And then I got to enjoy 3 days of television taping as they taped their shows, and they incorporated our book into the program. So that was really cool.
Oh, that is awesome. That's fantastic. So you get to meet the people that you actually admire, and you make books about them. Man, that's fantastic. So how did you manage that? How did you manage to get into contact with these wrestlers and make books about
Man, so with my career, I always I don't know, I just you shoot your shot and take a chance. That's how it worked just with my regular comics career. I was always a fan of Rob Liefeld, and I just reached out to him one time on his message boards and was like, what do I need to do to one day work with you? And he was like, Mark, I think we're going to work together one day. Just, be patient. And I ended up working with Rob a lot. So the same thing basically with pro wrestlers. The one where I got to travel to Vegas for the book signing, I was just I was going to an event that night to see one of my favorite wrestlers. His name is Eddie Edwards. So I drew a picture of him and I posted it online, and his tagline was anything is possible. I said, I think this would, your story would make a great kids book. And apparently he looked at my profile and he said, let's do it. And I was like, I'm going to be at the show tonight. Do you have time to talk? And he was like, yeah. He was doing an autograph signing. He says, stop by my autograph signing. So we talked, and things came together pretty easily. I know a lot of these pro wrestlers, they're always looking for more avenues to make merch and bring in more income. So yeah, they all seem to be open to it.
Oh wow! So is this thing still going on? Do you still are you planning to make more like content with wrestling?
I haven't done any of the children's books with pro wrestlers, but with US Assassin, US Assassin is based off my love of G.I. Joe, and G.I. Joe had Sergeant Slaughter as part of the team, and I was like, I need my own Sergeant Slaughter. So I reached out to the world of wrestling. There was a wrestler whose gimmick was he was the mercenary. He was really in the United States Army, and he had this cool gimmick where he wore, a gas mask and a vest with spikes. And I was like, oh, he would fit perfectly in with Assassin and all these characters. So I reached out to him through his official Facebook page, thinking I'm never going to hear from him. But, I took my shot. And less than an hour later, he responded back and said, "This is exactly the type of thing I want to get into." He was like, "Yeah, let's make this work." So, the mercenary Flip Gordon is an official member of the U.S. Assassin team. I have the license to his character, and then with Volume 4, my childhood hero is Roddy Piper. From the days of WWF, I wasn't a Hulkamaniac. I was a Roddy Piper fan. I guess being a quiet person, someone who just ran their mouth and said whatever was on their mind, I gravitated towards that. So I recently, actually, like one of the early days of CG, one of the first books was a Roddy Piper comic book. And I became a big supporter of it and fan. And I started talking to the artist of that book, Eric Hodson. And I was like, hey, do you think it would be possible if I could use Roddy in a volume of US Assassin? And he said, I don't see why not. I'll introduce you to the family. So he put me in touch with Roddy's estate, and I pitched them my idea, and they loved it. So US Assassin IV Dogs of War has Roddy Piper in it as a guest member of the team for that volume.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then through Eric also, it's a small world, man.
Yeah.
And you make things happen. Every time you reach out to someone, magic happens. So there's something, you're doing something right there.
Yeah, don't be afraid to take your chance. Exactly. It's paid off for me.
Exactly. Mike says that name TNA Wrestling makes my mind wander for 1 second every time.
Yeah, there's a little double entendre there.
Is that on purpose? What does it stand for?
So it stands for Total Nonstop Action, but a lot of people take it the other way, TNA. Sure.
I think it's just good branding, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Ino, welcome. Welcome, sir. I run my mouth like a marathon runner. Also, the doctor is in. Hello, everyone. Hello. We're talking today with Mark Poulton. So Mark, when you look back on last year, 2023, did you manage to get all the goals that you set for yourself for that year?
I think so. I always go in with conservative expectations, and I had seen crowdfunding campaigns have been a little on the downside.
It was a tough year.
Yeah, but I don't know. I made the books I wanted to make. I fulfilled the campaigns. The backers seem happy with them, especially Coney Waves. I was so proud of Coney Waves. I thought it was the best book I had published to date, and seeing the reaction from fans telling me it was like one of their favorite books of the year, or people tell me it was a masterpiece. So very flattering. So I feel like I did accomplish what I set out to do, and that was make great comics.
Holy shit! And this was even one of your first creations, also, right?
Yeah. So Coney Waves is what I started my career on back in 2006. Indie book for publisher Arcana Studio, and with everything we've been doing in the indie scene recently through crowdfunding, I thought bringing back Coney Waves now was the perfect time. And to make the book how I always wanted to, because, you know, starting out, I'd, you know, there's definitely things I would have changed with the book. So to get that dream team in place that I wanted to work with and do the story I always wanted to tell, I think, you know, everyone that worked with me, we knocked it out of the park for that book.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. So going into 2024, what are your plans for this year? Do you have this roadmap, or do you just do whatever project comes first?
No, I have my projects in place.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 projects in mind that I want to do, and less projects, put more time into them, just because I know the economy seems to be down, so I don't want to. I felt like in the past maybe I was cannibalizing some of my campaigns by being so productive.
Right.
It seemed like one campaign followed the next, and maybe I should have let that, you know, one campaign crowdfund for a little longer to
Sure.
to raise some funds. So this year is going to be not as
Longer
busy.
campaigns.
Yeah, doing US Assassin. We're doing another Graveyard Shift, and I'm doing Universals, which this was Universals was a book John Malin and I did for a publisher, man, back in 2010, that was never released. And I finally reached out to them and asked, you know, if they had any plans for it. And they're not publishing books at all. They're actually in the, like, the rest.
Just quit.
Yeah, yeah. So it was owned by 2 partners. One is an architect, and his business took off, and the other one owns a chain of comic book themed restaurants called Comic X. And they wanted to make their own comic books, and they were big fans of Rob Liefeld, so they hired me and John, because we both were working for Rob at the time, to help them create their universe. So we did about 50 pages worth of work for him, and
Holy shit, completely drawn and everything? Or
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was never released, and I reached out and said, hey, do you have any plans for this? And they were like, no, we're just too busy with the real world. And I was like, well, I don't know if you've been keeping track of what me and John have been doing. And they were like, oh yeah, we've been keeping tracks of Graveyard Shift. You guys are killing it. I was like, could I release the Universals? I'll acquire it from you guys. And they were like, yeah, that would be incredible if you could take over the series for us and get it out there. So yeah, so I have 50 pages of John Malin artwork all done, and we're going to release that later this year. And I have a Rob Liefeld cover for it.
Oh wow, you get everything done, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fantastic. So did you need to buy the property, or how does it go?
Yeah, we worked out a basically a publishing deal where I'll publish it for them, and I'll compensate them after the campaign.
Right. Wow.
So yeah, it's oh, Mark's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you have fans. You have fans.
Yeah, so the work's done, except I'm going back and recoloring it because I wasn't happy with the coloring that they had done on it, 10 years ago. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you need to make more pages?
No. We did 50 pages and it ends
Completely done. Okay. Right.
Yeah, but there's room for more Universal stories going forward. So, if it does well, hopefully I'll do some more. Although I think John's a little busy now, so I might have to find an artist to replace John.
Well, you have your contacts right now with all the artists you work with, right?
Yeah.
So it's not difficult for you to find artists for your projects?
No, I'm very fortunate. I actually have artists reach out to me, so it's a good problem to have.
Yes. Wow, excellent. Guys, in the chat, if you have any questions for Mark, please put them in the chat. We will ask him, and the link to the campaign that we're talking about today is pinned in the chat. It's also in the description of the video. Go check it out. Right, so the book for today is US Assassin, sorry.
Yep.
4. So this is the 4th book.
Fourth
right?
volume, yep.
Mm-hmm. Right. Excellent. You're still working with the same team with Mark?
With Mike McMahon, yeah.
With Mike,
Mike's drawn all 4 volumes of the book, over 240 pages. So that's I think, yeah. Well, so this volume's 60 pages, but in total, the U.S. Assassin series is 240 plus pages, because there's tiers where you can get everything that we've done so far with this series. But yeah, everything's been drawn by Mike. I think that's a great accomplishment by him. Even if, like, in the mainstream, like you don't see an artist doing 240 consecutive pages on a series these days.
That's crazy, right? So while I was doing preparations for fulfillment for my own book this weekend, I discovered that they were almost out of Perfect 10 issue 2. So we need to do a reprint.
Yeah.
Is that something that you have? Is that something that you also often need to do, reprint older?
Yeah. So I'll with every campaign I'll usually reprint the previous campaign, but I'll also offer like collected editions. Volume 1 and 2 are collected in a collected edition. With Volume 3. We did a spin-off book called The Mercenary, based off that pro wrestler Flip Gordon. So I did a collected edition of that as well, that collected The Mercenary in Volume 3. But with this campaign, I wanted to try something different. I want to try to bring in some new readers. So I did U.S. Assassin War Stories, and that collects all 3 volumes, previous volumes. It's 180 pages, digest size, for $25. So you can get War Stories and Volume 4, and that will be everything we've done so far, and you can get that for $50, or use the coupon code when you check out, which is 10 off, and save $10. You can get 240 pages for $40.
Oh, wow. Right. Let me see. Christopher Bouchard. I'm sorry.
Bouchard.
If I mispronounce, Bouchard. Hello, Mark. Can't wait for USA Assassin and Wrath and Pain.
Thank you, Christopher. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be fulfilling Wrath and Pain soon. Books arrive, I believe, next week.
Yeah, that looks like a cool concept also, by the way.
Thank you.
Wrath and Pain. So is this basically the same universe? So this book and Wrath.
Yep.
Wrath and
Take
Pain.
place in the same universe, yeah. One of these days I want to do a big crossover with all the characters.
Sure.
I've had some crossover a little bit with US Assassin IV, Sea Dog and Viking Wolf, 2 of my characters. They make an appearance in this. So it's but yes. Yeah, it's a lot of fun having the characters interact.
Right. So this completely separated from what Clint was doing, right? Because he had plus skill switch.
Yeah. So the previous Sea Dog books were Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch, and Codename Kill Switch were Clint's characters, and Sea Dog is my character. So yeah. So I can do whatever I want with Sea Dog. So try to incorporate him more into my books.
Sure. Right. Mike says that's an awesome problem to have, Dave. Congrats, and can't wait to see the reprint cover. Yeah, we're making a new cover for every reprint. We like to do new covers, so the new cover will be drawn by Pau. He will start tomorrow. So I don't know what it's going to be. Exciting stuff. It does mean, though, that some people will get the books a little bit later because we need to print this one first, right? It's a good problem, indeed. It's a good problem. This means the books sell. So, excellent. Thank you all so much for making that happen. All right, Mark, let's take a look at your campaign. US Assassin 4. But before we do that, let's have a little advertisement.
This is the mercenary, Flip Gordon. And I hope you guys are ready for the biggest US Assassin adventure yet.
dogs of war. You know we going hard. We on a mission to find Bazooka Dog. U.S. assassin, so I hope you ready. Never know what could happen, but it's gonna be deadly. Snakes everywhere, trust nobody. Going all out, it's time to get rowdy. The kilted Avenger, Roddy Piper, is rolling too. The biggest adventure yet. Come and join the crew. The mercenary and raider, the search and rescue dog. Putting in the work, you know that they on the job. Traveling Elizabeth, Bazooka has made some new friends. Sea Dog and Viking Wolf. Dogs of war, time to get rowdy. Yeah. Dogs of war, time to get rowdy. Dogs of war, time to get rowdy. Yeah. Dogs of war, time to get rowdy.
No clips, no pistol whips, just fast wits, sharp focus, and a venomous spit. Dilophosaurus, are you with us or not for us? Dare to choose the ladder, flip will turn you to a blood splatter. Choices matter, a brother up with the spangled banner. Star stripes, assassins, and resurrected wrestlers. Oh, this is Piper's pit, so pipe down, you don't wanna feel that sniper's hit. I stand tall, dropping rounds on the enemy lines with no fear, cause there's a bazooka strapped to my canine.
Dogs of war, time to get rowdy. Yeah. Dogs of war, time to get rowdy. The biggest adventure yet. Never know what to expect. Let's go.
Badass.
Thank you.
That was cool. So, who made the music for you guys?
In the past, I've hired a rapper named Kibo to do the raps for me, and I had 6 a.m. Comics do the video, and I said, "Hey," because I know 6 raps. I was like, I think it would be great if you did a little remix and added a verse of your own. So 6 added that last verse on the song.
That was cool. Really
yeah, I loved it.
All right, share the screen. Here it is. This is campaign, guys. The link is pinned in the chat. It's also in the description of this video. All right, let's see. USAssassin. What wonderful like logo, a cool name also. You're so lucky that no one got this, right?
Yeah.
Assassin. That's always a problem with names. Right. So tell us about the basic premise here. What's this book about?
Sure. So with volume 3, the U.S. Assassin team took on Graveyard Shift, and at the end of the story, one of the members of U.S. Assassin, Bazooka Dog, he was abducted. So the search for Bazooka Dog takes place in this volume. They also this is shortly after the U.S. Assassin program has been reborn. So there's new members of the team, new trainees, and they're bringing in a guest instructor to train the new recruits, and that's where Roddy Piper comes in. So when they get a lead on Bazooka Dog's whereabouts, the team gets ready, and since Roddy Piper's there, he's going to go on the mission with them. So team blasts off into space for the biggest U.S. Assassin adventure yet.
Oh wow! So the name U.S. Assassin, is that the character? Is that
so it started off that it's the character's name, but now it has evolved into there's a whole U.S. Assassin team. He got his name through the program where he was trained. You know, a government super ninja a program. So
that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's called
Ninja.
That's what I call it, but it's a you know, top secret government agency, much like G.I. Joe. But that's the name of the team, the U.S. Assassin team.
Wow. Mike is here.
What's up, Mike?
Mike the man. Welcome, sir. You did a great job here, man. With the artwork, looks really good. Good stuff. So the colors. Who did the colors?
Anthony George, who is also the one of the colors of Graveyard Shift. I love his work. If I can use him on every book, I will. So he's back for U.S. Assassin, and he's doing a phenomenal job.
Right. Okay, so this is an ongoing story. So it's preferable that people read the previous issues before they read this one.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I think you could I mean, I was a reader whose first book was probably G.I. Joe issue 32, but I was able to catch on. I think if you just want to catch on, just want to grab volume 4, I think you'll be able to follow where the story is going. But why would you want that when you can get all the previous stories as well? So I would say grab all the volumes.
Sure. Look at these characters here. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah. You got Sea Dog, Viking Wolf, Roddy Piper, the mercenary Flip Gordon, Bazooka Dog, U.S. Assassin. It's a fun team.
Really cool stuff. Yeah. I like the Viking Wolf, man. That's badass.
Yeah. So the dogs of war are actually Bazooka Dog, Sea Dog, and Viking Wolf. That's where the name for the story comes from.
Right. Yeah, that made sense. So they have the biggest role here, or within the story?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Really cool.
And then we have this beautiful wraparound cover by Sedna Khan, who worked on Supreme in the 90s for Extreme Studios, worked on the X-Men. I own the original artwork for this. I love this piece. It's incredible.
Cedric. What's his name? Cedric?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool that you managed to get these people from back then. That's awesome.
Yeah, the Extreme Studios comics were my favorite comics back in the day. So anytime I can get one of those guys to do some work for me, I jump at the opportunity. And Sid told me this is the first time he's done a team shot since he drew the X-Men in the 90s. So that's pretty cool.
So what is he doing now, by the way?
I think he works in advertising now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I must say, I really like this 90s aesthetic of this design of the main character here.
Yeah.
Really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, we're from the 90s, man, and we like this stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, this is interior art?
Yep, interior artwork by Mike. And that's Roddy Piper right there.
Right.
Then we got U.S. Assassin and Zero Face fighting off some zombies.
Zero Face?
Yeah, Zero. So when Mike and I were working on the first volume of U.S. Assassin, it was supposed to be one and done. It was just going to be one volume. I pitched the book to Mike as I was a big 80s action fan, and there was a series of action movies called American Ninja. I pitched the book to Mike as the Dark Knight version of American Ninja. If American Ninja came back for one more mission, this is what it would be. And as we were finishing up the book, Mike was like, "Hey, I have this idea for 2 more pages." I was like, "No, Mike, we got to get this book off to the printer. No more pages." And he was like, "But wait." He goes, "I want to introduce a new character, and his name's Zero Face, and he'll be the Storm Shadow to U.S. Assassin Snake Eyes." And Mike was speaking my language because G.I. Joe is my favorite comic book, and the comic that got me interested in comic books. So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And we added those 2 pages, and no lie, I think I sent Mike the script for volume 2 like a week later, all about the backstory between U.S. Assassin and Zero Face, and how the book started taking a turn to be more of a G.I. Joe inspired than American Ninja. So we started planting the seeds for the team coming together. So yeah, I'm very appreciative that Mike came up with that last minute idea.
Yes, this is awesome. This is the fun thing about working with creatives, right? They all bring their own like creative vibe, and
the whole idea of collaboration, I think, is my favorite aspect of comic books. I love when the artists I work with bring their own ideas to the table.
Absolutely. I saw that Good Stuff joined us. Welcome.
Good stuff.
Good Stuff. Thank you for making the new intro, man. It's amazing. And Mike has a question for you, Mark. Did you ever see Rowdy Roddy in person?
I did. I met him at a horror convention, early 2000s. I want to say 2001. He was appearing at a horror convention called Monster Mania in New Jersey. So I went there. As soon as I got there, I went to his line and I met him. And it was just, you know, they always say don't meet your heroes. Thankfully, that wasn't the case with him. He was wonderful. He took time and talked to everyone. He wanted to know about, you know, me, what I did for a living, my family. Took an interest in my writing, and he was just a joy to meet and talk to. So I met him at the convention. That's all I wanted to do there, and I went home afterwards on cloud 9 because it was so great meeting him.
Wow, that's excellent. That's excellent. You must have been nervous, man.
Oh, of course. Yeah, super nervous. I mean, this guy was one of my heroes. So yeah, it turned out to be a great experience.
Yeah. Mike says Roddy Piper was an awesome person. Right. Yes. So how many times, so when you look at this page, right? So how many times do you rewrite the dialogue, for instance? So you have the script, you send over the script, the page is drawn, you get it back. Do you then do this another round with dialogue?
So I work, I guess it's considered Marvel method, where I write the story first. And then when the artwork comes back, I start writing the dialogue, but I'll do a couple of passes before I'm happy with it. And then when the lettering comes back, if it's a little heavy with the balloons, I'll do some editing there. Luckily, I have I work with a letterer who doesn't mind if I give him a round of edits to do. But yeah, that's just the way. Yeah, it's probably not the way you should work, but my letterer is one of my best friends, so he cuts me some slack. So
exactly. Yeah. Some letters don't appreciate that, but
but it's just the way I've always written. And then when I started working with Rob Liefeld, he would just send me art and would be like, hey, write a story. And I was like, okay. So I was like, I must be doing it right.
So he just drew the stuff that he thought was cool looking. And
yeah, I mean, he had
to make a story out of that.
He had a story in mind when he was doing it, but I just had to put the finishing touches on it.
Right. It's a good looking action page, by the way. Flows nicely. There's a good coloring situation going on with the depth here. Like
Mike and Anthony make a great team.
Yeah. Well done. Good stuff. Who's this guy? This big dude?
So that is Slither. He started out as a villain for the team. He was created by my son when he was about 6 or 7. He drew me this snake man monster with 3 snakes for a tongue. And I loved it. I hung it up in my office. I took a picture of it and posted it on Facebook. And Mike saw it and said, he needs to be a part of the book. And I was like, I think you're right. So I incorporated him into the book. And Mike and I just loved the character so much. He just became a reoccurring character. Started out as a villain, but now he's part of the team.
Right. Even the little snakes have little cigarettes.
Yeah, that was a nice touch by Mike. I didn't put that in the script. He just he surprised me with that, and I love it.
Can he talk?
Yeah, he talks. Yep.
So how does he talk? So do the little mouths speak, or does the big mouth speak?
Just the big mouth speaks.
Right.
No.
Right. These are the things that I think about, man.
Yeah, no, I never, I actually never thought of that until you mentioned it. But yeah, the big mouth speaks. Of course, Dave, the big mouth speaks. The tongues are just snakes.
Of course, now it makes sense. Merc life. Oh, all these details. Look at this.
So when they search for Bazooka Dog, they end up on Slither's homeworld. Yeah, so we dive more into Slither. Yeah, we dive more into Slither's background as well.
All right, a lot of Slithers there.
Yeah,
background. So he's from this alien race. What's the race called?
I'm still working on that.
Still working on that. All right.
We haven't revealed it until now, so I'm still fine tuning it.
Right. Just keep it vague. Well,
Yeah.
we haven't revealed it yet, so keep watching the series. Right. Cool. So you have them all in like some sort of space suits.
Yeah, this is our big, Right Stuff Armageddon team shot as they walk towards their spacecraft.
Right. Mike says that page with the fire in the background and the panel layout makes me think of G.I. Joe especially. Wait.
Oh, it's probably that very first team shot at the top of the page. Right above this.
One.
Yeah, that. So right. You would be correct. I had a G.I. Joe collector's case, and it was even though it was just a case for your figures, it was one of my favorite toys because the image of the team in front of the flag just captivated me, and I was like, we need to do that for the U.S. Assassin team. But where the G.I. Joe team was, had a nice blue sky background. I told my colorist, Anthony George, I was like, everything we do with U.S. Assassin seems to involve explosions and fire. I was like, let's make a fiery background. It's kind of like U.S. Assassin and Motley Crue. They're all about fire and explosion. If you ever watched the Motley Crue video.
Right. That's so cool. Yeah, these characters look all interesting, basically. Yeah, awesome. We had another question about this guy. Mike has a question. The smoking snakes, cigars too? Only cigarettes or both?
They're smoking cigars in that. I believe there's cigars in that panel.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the question, Mike. All right, we have some more pages going on here. Is this some sort of vent or some gate?
So this is it's a alien prison cell. That's where Bazooka Dog, Sea Dog, and Viking Wolf are being held.
All right. Oh, look at this panel of the Viking Wolf. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool character.
Thank you.
All right. So they left you some room for the dialogue here. So you can figure things out. What are they saying?
And then I mentioned we are introducing new members of the team. In this, there's a U.S. assassin. Of course, in my world, there would be a USSR assassin as well. And his sidekick, he doesn't have a bazooka dog, but he has a Siberia, which is spelled Siberia.
Okay. Yeah. USR assassin.
Yeah.
All right.
And his weapons are the hammer and the sickle.
Of course. Yes. Cool. Yeah, that was always awesome. With Marvel also, they have this one character called Vanguard. He's this Russian hero.
Yeah.
With hammer and sickle, and puts them together, and you have this explosion. That's awesome stuff. All right. These are.
So this is war
covers.
So this is War Stories. This is the 3-volume collection in digest size. So that's 180 pages. The first 3 volumes of the book. So if you've never checked out U.S. Assassin, I would suggest getting that. Get caught up with all the previous stories.
This is crazy. Look at this weapon with the dog's head.
Yeah, so Bazooka Dog, he's basically like the Swiss Army knife of pets. He can turn into anything, including a Gatling gun.
Wow. That's bonkers. Really cool.
Yeah, so that was
the art.
Yeah, so Mike drew this. This actually a interior. It's a double-page spread from Volume 3. But I love this piece so much because I feel like it captures the pure, I don't know, fun and insanity of U.S. Assassin.
The madness. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this needs to be a cover as well.
Right. Dark Side is Comics. Welcome, sir. but I'm here now. All right. Welcome to Darkside is Comics. By the way, guys, sign up or no, subscribe to Darkside is Comics YouTube channel for daily comic book reviews. And welcome Corey Barton.
Hey, Corey.
Corey Barton made a fantastic pin-up for our next art book. So our book is at the printer right now. It will be done next Friday. So Friday we will get the art book and we will get to see Corey Barton's art in print. Then we have the art of Mike McMahon.
Yeah, so you know, we're on the 4th volume. Mike's done a ton of US Assassin artwork, not just you know, for the book, but he's done commissions of US Assassin. He's done promotional pieces of US Assassin. I figure let's collect the best of it, and we'll put out a hardcover art book. So it's one of the many options you can get in the campaign.
Right. It's a classic 90s pose also, man.
Yeah.
This screams 90s. Really cool. Right.
Yeah, the coloring on that is great too. I love the blue the hints of blue off US Assassin. Yeah.
Yes, this effect here, really cool.
Yeah.
So costume here is different, by the way, than the new costume. You got a new costume?
Yeah, yeah. So that's one thing we do. We switch up his costume every volume. We say we're preparing for the eventual US Assassin toy line, where we can just keep releasing different versions of him.
Mm-hmm. This title is familiar to Corey. Good. You get a trading card set.
Yeah, so it's one of the things I love adding to the campaigns are trading cards, either as stretch goals or, you know, as their own tier. And I wanted to do something big with US Assassin, so we're offering a trading card set, 12 cards. It's the team plus Roddy Piper. We co-launched with our friend Nicholas Gear's book, Relentless Tin Soldier 3. If you back both books, you'll get 2 exclusive cards in the set. And that will be a Relentless Tin Soldier trading card with Captain Battle on it, and then an additional card of Man of War. And they will be the Legendary Heroes subset of the card set. So if you're a trading card guy, go back both campaigns.
Right, so you get this plus 2 extra.
Yep.
That's a lot of cards. A lot of cards. Cool. Those are pretty cards also. Is it all the same artist?
Yeah, same artist. Fredson Olivier did the card artwork for me. I've used them on other books, and they're inspired by the old G.I. Joe Impel trading cards. I wanted sort of the same look. But, you know, US Assassin it up a bit.
Yeah. These names also is very G.I. Joe, right? Like Tin Out and Medic. Kirby. All right. Yeah, cool. Super Joe Unlimited variant cover.
Yeah, so Super Joe was the 70s G.I. Joe toy line. After Adventure Team, they changed the brand name to Super Joe. So that was and that's when they were still doing the 12-inch dolls. I actually have one right here, one of the Super Joe dolls.
Oh, wait, one sec.
Yeah, so they were still doing like the 12-inch doll size. Well, Power Comics Group, they got the license to do Super Joe, and they did one issue of the book so far, and I worked with them to get a license to do our own retailer variant cover of it. So we incorporated US Assassin and Bazooka Dog into the cover, and it's a homage to an old G.I. Joe cover, G.I. Joe 22, where on the cover Destro was playing chess with G.I. Joe toy pieces. This is the Super Joe villain, Darklon, playing chess with the Super Joe team, and US Assassin and Bazooka Dog are mixed in there with the pieces.
Yes, that is cool.
There's only 100 copies of this cover available, and this is the only place you can get it at.
Right. Okay. Cool. Collector's case. So this is like we're going into the tiers now.
Yeah. So the collector's cases, you'll get one of everything as far as the books in the campaign. You also get the trading card sketch, a set and a sketch by Mike, and it comes in a nice case with a magnetic closure. It'll have the Slither box art. Every campaign we do a different case with that G.I. Joe throwback artwork.
Excellent. Corey Barton asks, how many babes per page, though? Are there more babes than the last book?
Definitely more babes in this volume than last book. We added 3 new babes to the team. So chances are you're going to find at least 1 babe per page, Corey. I hope that meets your standards. I know you are
average.
The babe guy.
I saw some pages without babes, so you're talking averages, right?
Yeah, average. Yeah.
Sure. Right. Cool.
Thank you for keeping me honest, Dave.
Slither gets its own cover, or
so that's the artwork for the collector's case. That'll be the artwork on the top of that. Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, you're keeping Mike very busy.
Yeah.
And then you have some prints that people can get, first prints.
So those are the first print versions of the previous. If you don't want reprints and you want the first printing, we have volumes 1, 2, and 3 available still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking these were prints, but they're the print books.
Yeah, the printing of the books. Yep.
Sure. Okay, cool. Excellent. Collected and Ultimate.
So that's what I was telling you, where we combined volumes 1 and 2 for the collected edition, and then the Mercenary in volume 3 for the Ultimate edition of volume 3.
Right, with brand new cover art.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we got a Aaron Alfeche cover for the collected edition, and an Eric Needletowski cover for the Ultimate edition.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me see. All right. Dogs of War Slam Buddies. What's this?
So in the 90s, WWE had or WWF, they had these little plushies. They were like pillow versions of wrestlers, and I started doing that for my books. So in this campaign, you can get like the Dogs of War Slam Buddies. You can get US Assassin, Bazooka Dog, and Sea Dog. Bazooka Dog's actually in scale, so he's half the size of US Assassin and Sea Dog, and cheaper in price.
All right, cool. All right, and stretch goal, you get a magnet. Let's see, that's with 5,000. You're now at, let me see. Oh, you're almost there. You're 53 backers. Let us refresh. Refresh. It's a bit slow. 53 backers. Guys, share out this campaign. Please talk about this campaign. Share it out. Sharing is caring. So does this campaign stay on FundMyComic only?
For now, it's just on FundMyComic. I think eventually we'll do a Indiegogo campaign. I tried. Usually, I go with an Indiegogo campaign and a FundMyComic as a supporting. But I wanted to switch things up and see how FundMyComic was. I really like the platform, but I still know I still have backers that are just, Indiegogo is where they're at. So eventually I'll release the Indiegogo campaign and do it different this time, just an exclusive cover for Indiegogo.
All right. Okay, interesting. Cool. So let me see. We went through all the perks, right?
Yeah.
Get several covers. Is anything specific we need to discuss about this campaign?
I mentioned it briefly, but if you're new to the US Assassin series, pick up US Assassin War Stories in Volume 4. It'll cost you $50. It's a $50 tier. It's a little further down.
Oh, down. Okay.
Yeah. And that'll get you everything a little further. One more, I think. There you go. Right there.
There's one. All right.
Yep. War Stories in Volume 4. That'll give you all 240 pages of US Assassin, all drawn by Mike McMahon. All tiers $50 and up. You can use the coupon code 10 off and save $10. So, guys, you could get 240 pages for $40 right there. I think that's an incredible deal.
That's crazy. That's indeed crazy, guys. Mike says, can't forget those wrestler plushies from the 90s.
Awesome. Yeah, I had them. Even though I was probably a little too old to have them, I still had them.
Yeah. All right, cool. Excellent. All for books. There's a lot here. There's a lot here, guys. So you can.
So yeah, the
things
plushies
now,
are.
right?
Yeah, you can get the plushies now, and they'll actually fulfill earlier than the books because they're already in.
Right. Yes. Wow. Wow. You have more. You have more pages. A lot.
I think that's all the that's all the tiers. I don't know why it says there's more pages. That's everything
really?
you can. Yeah.
Oh, that's all. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, there's plenty to see here. The art looks great. Concept's interesting. Cool.
Yeah. For
Very
people looking for fun comics, you won't find more fun than US Assassin. It's just a big popcorn movie come to comic books.
Exactly. Yeah. 240 pages. That's a bargain. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's crazy. All right. Stop the screen. All right. So, Mark. So, where can people find you if they want to follow you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Coney Waves. You can also check. Yep. Check out my website, hauntedpizzallc.com. And, if you want to get a US Assassin or a Graveyard Shift t-shirt, check out graveyardshiftmerch.com. I also have a YouTube channel, Primetime Poulton, and we're streaming later today, 5 p.m. Eastern. We do a horror movie club show called the Writhe in Pain Horror Movie Club. And today we're discussing The Chair, which is based off the Peter Simeti comic book. And it stars Roddy Piper.
Really? That is awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
All your favorite things combined.
Yeah.
Wow. That's we need to check that out. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you for being my first guest for this year.
No, it's my pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
And right, and well, special thanks to you guys, to the viewers. Thank you all so much for showing up and for watching. And oh wait, Christopher says I backed the War Stories in Volume 4. Can't wait.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Excellent. Thank you all for watching, guys. Please, if you like this conversation, give it a like. If you didn't like the conversation, give it a dislike. And I'm very sorry. I will be back next week. Same time, same channel, new guest. Hope to see you guys then. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.